This video is to be used as a training tool for Codie's owners. Codie is in training for mostly resource guarding and basic obedience. Clicker work is very effective. It has a unique sound, and it's based on the Pavlov method of developing a conditioned emotional response. It's really about ringing the bell or clicking the clicker and associating it with food. Over a period of time, Codie will associate that click with the food reward. It helps you with your timing. So what I'm doing here is just reinforcing Codie being on the left-hand side. I am trying to click him or verbally reward him when his head is at my thigh level, and you notice I place my treat rewards there as well. This is him in class, and in order to demote pulling and reinforcing walking on the left-hand side nicely, there's two techniques I wanted to show you. And one is when Codie leaves that left position, you turn to the right, and when he catches up, you verbally reward or click, and then followed by a treat reward. Again, whenever Codie leaves that left side position, you turn away, so you turn to the right. You click and reward him when he hooks back up on the left-hand side. Turning away from him will demote pulling. Here's another technique you can use, is simply backing up and luring him back over to the left-hand side and rewarding him. This is Katrina. This is about, I would say, 2 weeks into his training. This is off-leash work for left side. You notice that she's varying her paces from fast to slow, and Codie is also getting less rewards than what he was a week ago. The down cue is something that we worked on. I originally started with a food lure that bridged in a hand signal with my right hand, and when Codie's elbows hit the ground, I would click that or verbally reward and then give him a treat reward. So again, it's a right hand signal down to the ground, reward verbally when his elbows hit the ground, and I also place the treat on the ground. This is Katrina bridging in a hand signal now. And again, rewarding him multiple times for holding that down position, and he also has a verbal release cue. So this is her working on a straight back with a hand signal, rewarding on the floor. Building in duration and releasing him out. This is on the 4th week. This is Codie going down on a verbal cue, so no longer needs a food lure or hand signal. And also building in duration so that he can hold that position longer for you.
Good boy. Very good. Good. Release.
And again, releasing him out to let him know that he no longer has to hold that position. Here is your wait demo. Wait is used for thresholds and also teaching him to wait and listen for the next cue. On this demo, I use what's called body blocking to begin with. And so I place my body in front of the door. And if he holds the sit, he gets clicked and treat rewarded. Here I'm actually back stepping, so I'm creating distance. And every time I create distance, I either click or verbally mark the behavior, and then the food reward comes last. Codie's got to hold that position until he's released out verbally. The leave a cue is something that you wanted us to focus on the most, and you said Codie was extremely aggressive when it came to bones and high value items. This is me checking to see how aggressive he is, and in the facility all I got was a hard stare, a strong freeze, and a slight lip curl. This is foundational work for teaching Codie to not mug my hand. And so whenever he pulls my nose or his nose away from my open hand, even for a split second, I'll verbally reward that or click that and treat reward. So again, open hand, He pulls his nose away. He gets a verbal good talk marker click, a treat reward, and he also gets released out. This is building foundation for not mucking food on the floor, and it's turning into a leafy cue. So again, when he pulls his nose away and he looks towards me, is when he gets clicked or verbally marked good, he's given a reward and released out. Here I'm adding movement. So I went from a sitting position, a standing position, and now Codie moving and learning impulse control about not mugging things that are on the floor. And again, preaching in a leafic cue. This is Katrina, refreshing foundational work with leave it's on the floor. Again, when he pulls his nose away, she'll reward it verbally and then treat reward it last. Again, he pulls the nose away. He's verbally marked good, treat rewarded as well. When she's done with that training session, she releases him out. I also did approach work on Codie because she said that he was resource guarding Kongs. And so here I'm teaching Codie that when somebody approaches him with a high value item, it's fine. Good things are going to happen, and that humans approaching are actually there to give and not take away. This is probably into his second week, and here I'm asking him to leave a Kong alone for the first time. All I'm looking for is for Codie to pull his nose away from the Kong. You can see where he's persistent, and I have to do several body blocking. He looks up, I reward, I release him out, allow him to orient back to the Kong, hear a leaf cue, pull his nose away, reward, and release him out. Again, he comes in, pulls the nose away, and is rewarded for that. This is Katrina pumping up the criteria of leave-its with tracheas. And again, whenever his nose pulls away from that and he focuses on Katrina, he's going to verbally get rewarded and then released out. This is an exercise we used on Codie to teach him to leave things out of other people's hands. There's your head turn. The stimuli goes away, and he gets rewarded with a jackpot reward, which is an extra paycheck. It's a job well done with a release cue. This is into my third week. I'm allowing Codie to take tracheas and bones in his possession in his mouth, and I'm asking him to leave it. And I'm looking for him to pull his mouth and his nose away, look towards me, and he gets rewarded for that. Here's a trachea on the floor. Again, pulls his nose away, looks at me, gets rewarded. This is leave it's on movement. Again, making sure that he doesn't zone on that trachea. He focuses on me. Allowing me to pick it up, and I don't want him to mug it. He needs to back off. Good boy. And allow me to pick it up without crowding me. The reward is for him to have it back. And he gets to enjoy that. Again, it's a trade game. This is going into my third week, and I was giving Codie a trachea and was planning on trying him with the assessa hand. I wanted to see if he would exhibit different behavior than what he did 2 weeks ago, and this is what he did. He got up, he walked away, and was pretty passive-aggressive about being on his bed enjoying that trachea. So I wasn't comfortable reaching in with the leash to clip it onto his collar. I made a slip lead, and Codie was escorted away and actually given his very, very first timeout. So I had this little hump in my third week where we kind of had issues to work on. When I time Codie out, I only leave him in there for a few seconds. The goal is to bring him out in time for him to remember why he was put into timeout to begin with. So he's coming out, and this is a few seconds later. He avoids the trachea. I call him back in. Actually, it looks like I go and get him, give him the trachea, ask him for a leave it, and we've done this before. He doesn't want to spit it out. He tries to walk away, drops the trachea, and here he gets his second time out. So this is just one training session that's lasted about, 10 minutes. Here it is again. He comes back out. I ask him to leave it. He immediately spits it out. He voids the timeout, and he gets a huge jackpot from me. Right here, I just get really, really happy. I go to pick it up and give it to him as a reward. And he voluntarily spits it out again for me. So I jackpotted that. I moved him to a different spot, gave it to him, and walked away. And that way he could enjoy that trachea. And that was good. It was hard. This is a femur bone stuffed with high motivating treats. Again, I'm teaching him that hands reaching in is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. And from this point on, I'm going to let the video speak for itself. I asked him to leave it, and he just totally walked away from it, gave me some head turns. And from here on, I'm just going to go silent so that you can listen to the timing on the rest of these clips.